Hi Scorpio, welcome to your What Do I Need to Do reading for July 14th through August 13th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Enchanted Tarot. Much love and support to her, and hopefully you get a chance to check her out, show her some love and support as well if you like what she has to say. All right, Scorpio, what do you need to do? This is also, I will add that this, for me, I intend for it to be a romantic love read, but other people have reported it being about other areas of their life, friends, family, work, that sort of thing. All right, so what does Scorpio need to do? What does Scorpio need to do? Okay, the Emperor. All right, and the High Priestess. Okay, not starting off light, are we? All right, this, I feel like you're at the crossroads about what to do. You're just really feeling like, I just really want some efficacy and control in my life. And instead of looking for that externally, I think there's this reckoning going on, or you realizing that, you know what, I need to go inward and figure out how to get that internally, instead of looking outwardly for someone or something to supply that security and that groundedness for me. I think I need to, go within and connect to source and look for that. Also, too, this could be you feeling very like kismet, psychically connected to someone and wondering how that's going to work, or wondering when, what the next step is, because you're really feeling quite connected to this person and wanting to know how that's going to work or what shape that's going to take in your life. So that, it doesn't have to be romantic yet, but this is one of two things. Let's keep going to see here. All right, so we got Page of Wands. Let's move this over here. Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Swords. Ooh, pages. All right, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Six of Swords. Okay. All right, so why this High Priestess? This is someone that you've been talking to recently. Perhaps are they involved already? We got the Four of Wands here. Is this somebody that's already involved? And this is you being at the crossroads. We got the Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor here. All right, what's this? Let's see here. Let's see. Could be dealing with an Aries, Pisces, Cancerian. What's this High Priestess about? Oopsie. Crikey. All kinds of cards all over the place. What's this High Priestess about? This High Priestess. So we've got 2 pages, 3 pages. All right, so this is, you're not going to go quietly, are you, Scorpio? Because this is something that has been on the table for you for a while. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here and the Five of Wands, and not to mention the Emperor and the Empress. So this is you being in deep contemplation about what you should do, how you should do it, whom you should do it with, and kind of staying in that crossroads type of setting without making a decision, because it's almost like you're playing the odds. It very well could be that you need to throttle back your enthusiasm or involvement for something and just look at it for what it is a passing fancy, or someone that you're kind of, I feel like, I'm gonna get mad, I'm gonna get flamed, here it goes. I feel like there needs to be a reality check, because this is heavy duty, major importance on something that is only this. And it very well could be the person is already elsewhere attached, and you know that. And that's why you're either wanting to know, what do I need to do for myself? Or how do I get grounded and start anew and see this for what it is, which is just two people enjoying each other's time, or however you want to call it. But this person has interests elsewhere, and I need to put this in perspective. All right, what's this Page of Wands about? Hold on a minute. What's this Page of Wands? This Page of Wands. Okay. I like that better, if I'm honest. That's the Ace of Pentacles. Good. What's this Four of Wands? Okay, Five of Wands. Okay, hold on a minute. What's this Page of Swords? You dealing with somebody online that you've met? What's this Page of Swords? I feel like you are being in a situation that you are hoping that could potentially turn out to be something more, but you might be acting in a friend capacity while someone is kind of dealing with the drama and discord in a communal, contractual situation, romantic or otherwise. There's designs by you for more with them. That's not judgment shade. I'm not saying, oh, you're being manipulative. No. But I think you're biding your time, and I think you're waiting, and I think you're hoping for more of a payoff and involvement with this person or situation in the future. And so you're kind of either on the periphery and you're just kind of keeping things light, but are you really? Because that might be what you're presenting, but I feel like this is more about you really wanting something more with this person, but you're biding your time and you're waiting while they deal with something. We got Five of Wands and Five of Cups here. So this is, what's this Seven of Pentacles? And there's, again, with the crossroads, again, Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor. What's this Seven of Pentacles about? This right here feels like you've been contemplating for quite some time now, because we got major and minor arcana. You've been contemplating quite some time now about how to get some efficacy in this situation. What's the payoff going to be for you? And instead of looking at it in those terms as far as, okay, is this worth it? You're looking at it in terms of, how can I make this worth it? Because I think enough time has gone by to where you want to get something out of it. Not that you feel owed, but you're like, I think I can win this, or I think I can get this, versus should I? So, and I think that's why you're kind of staying in that whole debating and limbo stage, because you're waiting for an opportunity, not for perspective. You're waiting for an opportunity, you're not waiting for perspective, which is further to say you being in this space is all by design. It's not as lighthearted as you might be presenting it to the other person, and it's certainly not you kind of thinking about things and wanting to let go and this and You're there because you're waiting for the right time. I don't think you have any intention of going anywhere, and I think you're posing, I think you're kind of lying in wait. Not that that's a bad thing, but if it feels much, I think this High Priestess and this Emperor, I feel like there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than even this person knows about. And it's a lot deeper than they're aware of. And I feel like at this point, it's kind of something that is, like I said, not if you should be there, but just waiting till the tide turns in your favor so you can do. And I don't feel like this is unrequited love. I feel like this is more about you leaving with something. That it's gone on long enough to where you're like, okay, there's been a shift. This isn't about you just love someone and you're waiting and you just want. This is about wanting to make sure that you come out of it with something from this also. It's starting to shift a little bit. It's starting to feel a little conflict-ish. What's this Seven of Pentacles about? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Oh my gosh, Scorpio, don't get mad. Well, you're going to get mad at me. All right, I get it. I got big shoulders. You need to walk away. You need to walk away. It feels like I said, you might still be there because at this point it's about control and efficacy and trying to get a handle on the situation and have the tide be turned in your favor. But consider to what end. Consider to what end. You're dealing with pages here. And then we've got a conflicted cohabitation agreement, a conflicted marriage, a conflicted coupleship. So either you're involved in that or you're taking advantage of that, or you're on the outside waiting to get in there, or you're the cause of that. There's three elements going on. There's three things going on here. And you need to walk away. If this were something, finish the sentence. We've got pages and major arcana. We're not talking about major court cards here. We're talking about the elements of each suit with heavy duty backing. That is to say, ulterior motives or a much deeper reasoning, much deeper going on behind the scenes than what is being presented or talked about here, which means that either somebody has an agenda or somebody feels a lot stronger for somebody than the other person feels for them. And it's that feeling a lot stronger for somebody and carrying it quite differently on the surface, that is the driving force of you kind of perpetually hanging around and lying, and I hate to say lying in wait, but just waiting. And so because of these strong feelings for this person who is not giving you the security, because this wouldn't be on your mind if they were, because of the strong feelings for this situation and this person who is not giving, we got page, they're not giving you what you need. It's not enough. You've been waiting long enough. The Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, the High Priestess. You've been waiting long enough. You're not getting page. You're not getting your need. There's disappointment here. So this has to be an active walking away on your part. It's my moral perspective notwithstanding on this. This is a very difficult situation for you to be in because you're not getting the efficacy that you want. And I feel like that's what I mean to say. That's the shift that has taken place. You are not getting what you want out of it. And instead of waiting patiently and just instead of the hangman being here and being like, you know what, I'm going to kind of let this run its course. And I hope that I am still in a position to be available to this person when they're done with their stuff. But I'm bowing out. Instead of temperance and hangman here, we've got the Emperor and we got the High Priestess. This can be, not always, but it can be secrets, agendas, ulterior motives, that sort of mysterious, lurking, inner working type of machination like that. Instead of just going inward, this is being secretive. And especially with this saying, you need to walk away, the contemplation that you've been having about deciding if this is worth it or not, that has kind of taken that turn towards trying to make it worth it or machinate or to make it worth your while or to get something out of it, has shifted from actually wanting to wait and be in love with this person. That's taken a toll on you, and there's nothing but pages here. This is not somebody that is ready to give you what you want or in a position to give you what you want. You're wasting your time, and to stick around so that you can get something out of it too is just petty at this point, because they probably had no idea what you really wanted, or that they didn't have any idea because it didn't mean the same to them, or because it never got that far. I'm sorry. I don't mean to... I'm not scolding. I'm not lecturing. I'm just like... I just feel like, I feel like this... You need to check yourself here. I feel like you need to check yourself. What's his Five of Wands? What's his Five of Wands? Good for you. Yes. That's right. Five of Wands. Cut that ish off. Look at all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 5, 4, 5. Good gracious. No. 1. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're talking. Yay. This is about getting some consistency and normalcy back in your life again. Good for you. Okay. So, thank God. This is about you walking away from something that, while you might have deep feelings for this, it is not for you right now, and you need to leave the situation alone. They cannot give more than a Pagely energy. This is not, while the feelings and the desire for it might be, but it looks like even that's shifted to where you're just trying to come out of it whole. You're trying to get what you need out of the situation. You're trying for some stability and balance. And this is about that with yourself, not so much with the person. There's a shift going on here. This is about your motives changing for self-preservation and wanting to get something out of it, which is completely understandable, but consider at what cost or how much longer you'd have to hang around to get something out of this situation. And it's starting to become, the shift is going to take place, if it hasn't already, if you're not already there, because it's soon, to where you're going to start to realize it's just not worth it. It's never going to be more than this pageness of energy. And if we had more happy cards down here, I'd be like, hey, but we don't. We have the Eight of Cups and we have the Five of Swords. This is needing to take decisive action to walk away, and doing it with confidence and decisiveness, walking away. What's this Three of Cups? Well, yay. Okay, Three of Cups. What's that about? This Three of Cups. Ooh. Okay, so okay. So we've got, after you leave this situation behind that's just not going to give you what you need, even no matter how strongly you feel about this, and no matter how tempted you are to might stay, to turn the tide, to make it work in your favor, to assert yourself to where I'm going to get something out of this, I'm going to get my needs met. Without you doing that, this is the Three of Cups and this is the King of Wands. So this puts you in the driver's seat about having the kind of relationships that you want. This is saying perhaps the connection that you thought with this person is not available for you at this time, nor should you be involved with this person because of what they've got going on. Instead, it's about you getting out there and having the kind of interactions and relationships that you want, because you're in the driver's seat. You're the one making it happen. You're not waiting for someone to kind of come around to you with only this page energy. They don't have much to give. You're waiting on, somebody that's not really equipped for the level that you want. This is where your level's at. We got Major Arcana here. We got the High Priestess and the Emperor. And this is what someone's able to offer you, page stuff. On top of that, they're involved with somebody else. I was going to say, if this is yours, this could be your relationship that is constantly conflicted. Either way, I feel like you're waiting. Could be that you have been waiting for this person to come around. It could be that you're waiting for this person to kind of grow up. Could be that you're waiting for this person to offer you what you deserve. But this is either you're waiting for someone to come around, either you're in the relationship with them or they're already otherwise involved and you're waiting for that to resolve so that you can kind of get in there and have this relationship that you want to have with them. But I got to tell you, it's not here. In this reading, that happening is not here. And if anything, this is about you needing to make decisive cuts and walk away. Even though you've invested a lot emotionally, it's like cut your losses. This is starting to become not worth it for you anymore. And it's been nothing but drama and chaos and strife for you. And you deserve this. You deserve this Three of Cups where you're out having the time of your life, having some friends, doing the things, going to the places. And you are center stage in that. This could also be Sagittarius. All right. Okay, and we got the Six of Swords here. I forgot about that. All right, so what's this Six of Swords about? Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. Yes. So as much as this has taken its toll on you, again, the reiteration, the doubling down on moving away, going away, getting some distance from this situation so you have time for some perspective and for thinking. And instead of thinking about a way to control the situation or have it work out in your favor, shift it to where you can get clear of this situation and get some perspective and figure out what you want and get back out there to go after what you want, not being waiting around for somebody that you're already in a relationship with, or you're waiting for somebody that's already in another relationship to offer you this security, to offer you the relationship that you want, to offer you the involvement in your life or theirs that you want. Again, with the pages, there's nothing but pages here. And if it ever does get to that point with you two, we got conflict. Four of Wands with the Five of Wands twice. This is a conflicted communal relationship, either the one you're in right now or the one you're waiting for someone to be done with so you two can get together. But again, you're starting to wonder if it's worth it, which I yay, because this is where you should be. You should be out having the time and doing the things and seeing the places. All right. This is going to need to be reckoned with, and you're going to need to be able to distance yourself from this situation so you can get the perspective you need. Okay. All right, one more card for Scorpio, please. One more for Scorpio. That's the coffin. That's talking about a troubled relationship, a very painful, challenging situation, just being unhappy with the way things are. It's draining, it's exhausting. We see that here with the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, Five of Swords. This is constant drain and conflict, and it's gone from being passionate and exciting to exhausting and draining and frustrating. So I can see why you're wanting to get some efficacy over either the situation or your own life. It's like you're at the crossroads. Do I want to try and move in and be assertive and get some efficacy over the situation, or do I want to shift the focus and go inward and make it about me? And this is also the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of self-sufficiency and self-worth and self-esteem, which is to say that it's time for you to distance yourself and move on from this situation. Cut things out that no longer serve you, because this is about self-esteem and your self-worth. And either knowing that, having that perspective like, hey, I'm worth more than this, or that being in deficit and you need to shore that up. So Nine of Pentacles also is about someone being solitary, and they like doing their own thing and taking care of themselves and taking care of theirs and their own. And everything that they do is under their domain and by their control and hand. It's being self-sufficient and very unto themselves about things. So just consider that. All right, what else? Oh, I was going to do this one. What else for Scorpio? If you're still sticking around because you're not mad at me. Scorpio. Also, just so you know, this could very well be saying there's more out there. Whatever you're seeking in this situation, this is saying that it's out there for you, but you have to get out of this and be among others and your friends and out and about to find it. And you're the one that has to make that decision. You're the one. This other person is not. They're otherwise elsewhere occupied, or they're not aware that you feel this way, that you're unhappy, that you're tired, you're exhausted, you're drained. So this is going to be about you taking the initiative to get yourself back out there and get yourself away from this. What else for Scorpio? Hi. What else for Scorpio? Stop it. Emperor, doubling down on that, and you can't see that. Kind of defeats purpose, doesn't it? The Emperor, it could be Aries, I said that already though, but this is all about that self-sufficiency, efficacy, that control. This could be that we got the Emperor twice. Also, that highlights the need for being grounded, for taking back control in your own life, as well as it could also be that you're feeling like this situation is slowly starting to take over your life, or it's starting to become too controlling, have too much of a hold on your perspective and your life. And that could be causing you to think, is this really worth it anymore? The answer is no. So this right here, what do you need to do, Scorpio? You need to pull back. You need to get away from this situation, and you need to get out there, back out there. If this is not giving you what you need, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, or Eight of Cups, and Six of Swords. All three cards of cutting things off and walking away. And you have to be the one to do it. And once you do, this is about you reconnecting with friends. I get the feeling that your friends and your other things that brought you joy and hobbies have been put on hold because this has been kind of all-consuming, again, with the control that it might have over your life. So this is about you taking decisive action, getting in the driver's seat, reestablishing control in your life, and making those decisive cuts and walking away so you can get some perspective. Okay. What else does Scorpio? What else does Scorpio need to know so I can shut my mouth? Been harping on this long enough, haven't I? That's for Scorpio. Crikey. Page of Pentacles reversed. Five of Cups reversed. Yay, so this gets transmuted. Okay, so, and not yay, but I mean, this is no longer showing any interest or giving to the situation and moving on, coming out of that disappointment, coming out of that heartache, accepting the situation as it is, and moving on, and which is this right here. This is not being emotional about it anymore, but seeing things for what they are, using logic and intuition to take you to a more healthy emotional place so that you can think about things. You can have some time and some solace to think about things. Okay. So this might be still continuing to offer to, not might be, this is continuing to offer, like, keep yourself kind of connected and in the mix and just keep kind of, and this is withdrawing that. Also, it could be representative of the fact that there's just nothing for you here because somebody else isn't offering. This is what you're doing and this is what you want right here, this Ace of Pentacles, but this is what you're offering to stay connected, but the other person's not giving you much to go on, so what's the point? And this is you finally disconnecting, along with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, walking away so that you can move through that disappointment, accept it, move on, and get to the fun stuff. All right, shut my mouth. Thank you for, if you've stayed with me thus far, thank you. I hope you don't hate me. I hope I felt really strongly about it, and I felt like you needed to hear it, and it's like I feel it, and it gelled, and I hope that you take it in that vein, that it was supposed to be helpful and compassionate and to kind of get you to what you need to hear and the perspective that you need. It's not meant to be judgmental or shady. That's another reading. Okay, thank you for stopping by. I wish you luck with this. I know it's not easy. You just gotta get out there and do it yourself at this point. It's about you making the decision. This person could go either way. It's always going to be this way. All right. Thank you, Scorpio, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care. Crikey.